Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Retire My Room weekly web series. Each week, you'll visit retired seniors from all across America, listening to their stories and hearing why they're looking to improve their environments and restore their joy and independence. Let's meet our first retiree, Bronwyn Hardy, 65, from Los Angeles, California. She wants to update her kitchen.
Hi, how are you?
Bronwyn, I'm AlgeRita.
Oh, AlgeRita, come on in. Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Wow.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to my home.
Oh, thank you. This is beautiful.
It's a 1920 Craftsman, and it's got big bones and steak.
Big bones are good.
That's right. Nice. And I tell you, come on in by my kitchen.
Okay.
Here. This is my kitchen. I'm a third generation hairstylist. My mother and my grandmother. And so we've had a family business for about 40 years now. I've had to have many jobs to raise a family. My son, you would think he had a family of 10 because he's always bringing somebody home. And so I'm used to having a lot of people in my house, sitting at my table, cooking and just fellowshipping. He has blessed me with 2 grandbabies, and so I'm cooking for him and his family, his friends, the neighborhood kids, you name it. My favorite room in the whole house is the kitchen. I can create. It's like artwork. You work on a canvas, you get a recipe, and first of all, you see all the ingredients and you get it all collected and things like that. And it's like something that you never used before. You're like, I wonder how that tastes. So that there is therapy for me. I'll sit around and conjure up all kinds of recipes. I'll try to figure out, okay, this is a difficult little thing. How do they make that look so good? And then I said, well, wait a minute. I'm in my kitchen. Let me see how I can make it look good. I need a new refrigerator. It leaks. I mean, water goes up in there. I'm tired of taking it from the pan from underneath and dumping it every other day.
Tell me about your kitchen.
Well, first of all, this is one of my favorite spots in the house.
Okay.
I love it. My first thing that I really like to tell you about is my refrigerator. It leaks, and I try to put a pan underneath it, but it's so thin that I can't do it. So you come in here and be a puddle of water.
Yeah, that's not good. When the refrigerator starts to drip, it's time to replace. Now, do you have any pets?
Pets?
Yeah, I noticed a little kitty dish here.
Oh, baby, I ain't had a pet in here since my child was 9 years old. I mean, yep, it leaks.
Oh, so that's a container to catch the water.
Right, so I won't have to keep mopping up my clean water.
I understand. Is there anything else that you would love to see, made over to change in here?
Could we possibly change my stove?
Yes.
It's so old.
Yes. Oh, wow.
1950s, something like that, O'Keefe and Merrick?
O'Keefe and Merrick, yeah, I would say 50s, 60s.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah. No, the knobs don't work, and half the time I'm using a pair of pliers to turn things on.
What about countertops?
No, I'm gonna keep my baby now. The countertop is fine.
That's a pretty color. I love that cobalt blue. It's very hard to find that particular color.
Great.
Very nice. Okay.
And one more thing.
Yes.
If possible.
Sure.
Can we do something about the floor?
Oh, yes. What would you like to see done about the floor? Maybe like some pretty ceramic tile or something?
That would be great.
Okay, because this looks like
I like your
killing
style.
stick.
I hear you. No. Get me back up to the 21st century.
Yes, we are here to help you. Yes, to retire this room and to come into the new age.
That would be so great.
Okay, great. What about paint color? One other color. Any particular color that you had in mind?
Warm and just I'm up for suggestions.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I brought some samples with me and we can go and take a look at
Great.
a couple of samples.
I like that.
Okay. Now, Bronwyn, I've brought a couple of samples over so you can take a look at and see some swatches. These are very good, and I like these particular colors here, the Calm Retreat and the Winsome Beige.
Okay.
The walls, I think, should really stay more of a neutral light color, Whereas the trim, I've noticed you have a lot of trim and a lot of crown molding in there, which is a very, very plus, a positive for your kitchen. And I think if you darken that up with not going too dark, as dark as your countertops, I think you will have a great contrast in the kitchen. You know,
that'll make it pop.
Yes, it'll make that cobalt just pop right off the countertops.
Okay.
And that's just something that you definitely want to do, is go a light and maybe just a hint of dark, and then keep the countertops cobalt.
Okay. Good. I got one more question.
Yes.
Now, when you do get ready to paint, can we put some samples on the wall?
Absolutely, yes.
That'd be great.
Right before we make our final selection, I'll put some samples on the wall so that you can see what is actually going to look on the wall.
Good.
That way you can see a bigger picture.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Great. I love it. And I got one more request.
Yes.
Just one more.
Sure.
Is it possible you guys can put this back on for me and fix it?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
So, are we ready to retire this kitchen?
Yes, let's retire this kitchen.
Yes. Let's do it.
Oh, I love it.
It's time to bring in designer John Edwards, an independent contractor here in Los Angeles.
Okay, John. So now you've heard pretty much what Bronwyn wanted to have in the kitchen. Let's hear from you as far as what type of ideas do you have in mind?
When Ms. Brown first asked me to look at her kitchen and to ask my advice, what can we do to it? I said, okay, yeah, let's take a look at it. I was excited. Being an older house, craftsman style house, one of my favorite, I said, sure, let's see what we can do. And when we walk in the kitchen, the first thing I wanted was to keep all the original. I didn't want to change anything. I didn't want to open any walls. I told her it would be best to keep the original layout of it, since it is a historic house. And she liked that idea. So she said she just needed more room. She needed more counter space. She liked to entertain a family and stuff, and she liked to have more than one person in the kitchen. So I drew up a diagram for her, and this is what I came up with. I decided to take the stove, because the stove that she has there now is huge. It might be about 30 or 40 years old. And it's about 36 to 40 inches wide. And the stove come out to where the door is. It goes all the way halfway. Also, there's a refrigerator here. And then she have all her gas line and all the wire. There's no plug back here, but there's a gas line that runs clean across here. So it keeps the stove and the refrigerator from going flush against the wall. So what I decided to do, it was a pantry here, which the refrigerator was blocking it, is to close that in, open up the back wall, make this extra closet bigger, take part of the laundry room. There's a hot water heater here. I decided to relocate the hot water heater to the back of the house.
Okay, and this is on the outside porch.
It's an outside porch, sort of like a utility room that was added on years ago. So we decided to go ahead. I decided to go ahead and move the hot water heater here and reset the refrigerator, which gave it 32 inches wide. And it goes 3 feet back, which allowed her to still have plenty of room for her washer and dryer, and she can use this area for storage.
And it makes it flush with the walls, so that will open up the kitchen and give her more space.
Right.
Excellent.
And it gives her counter space. So basically everything else, the rest of the kitchen is gonna stay the same. It's just we're gonna redo the floor. She interested in slate tile, so we're gonna put slate down.
Okay.
And we're gonna redo the walls. You know, you got your sink, your stove, and your refrigerator. And then she has plenty of workable room in the middle. She's got like 7 feet in the middle.
Oh, that's
so
excellent.
She's got plenty of room to work. And if she want to have her daughter-in-law or her son or the rest of her family in the kitchen, she can at least get 2 to 3 people in there.
That's excellent. Okay, great. So I think it sounds like a plan.
All right, I'm ready to get started.
Yes, let's do it.
Although Bronwyn seems excited about the makeover, there are those who think she will not like it, including her son, Kevon.
Hey guys, I just want to thank you guys for coming and taking your time, putting your blood, sweat, and tears in this. Mom, I know she's a little kind of edgy right now. She's a little uptight because she doesn't know what is going on. I don't think she's gonna like it, but when she sees it, she's gonna have a change of heart.
You know, Bronwyn is hard to figure out. From what I can see, most days she's bored, especially now that she's retired. Other days she's not, but she rarely has time for chit-chat. I don't know. I'm not sure this kitchen renovation is exactly what she needs. Lucky and I think what she really needs is a boyfriend to help keep her focused.